What is going on, guys? Fearless here, bringing you guys a brand new video. I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded, but with the Modern Warfare 3 beta coming live, this is now the second weekend for it. I figured I'd make a quick video on it. This is some Rust gameplay with the sniper, the longbow. Game was gifted to me by somebody, so I know I said I wasn't gonna play it. I know I said I wasn't gonna buy it. I did not buy it. I only put, I think, $30 of my own money into it, which isn't a bad investment. As you see, I got the longbow for the $100 purchase, but since it got me the standard edition pre-order, it only costs an extra $30 to upgrade it, which isn't too bad. The snipers could use some work though, with them not being as. A lot of people say they're back, a lot of people say they're strong. I just get a lot of hit markers. Maybe it's just not the right attachments I have with it. Or just not the right, I don't know, gotta get used to it. These things are OP. They're little bomb drones, they only fly straight. But they have C4 on them, and once they hit something, they explode, which is insane. You'll see me use them quite a lot here. I hear those do climbing up the ladder, which sound on this game needs to be adjusted a little bit, I feel. I feel like playing the beta first weekend, it was awful, with Battle Rage being how overpowered as it is. They fixed that in 24 hours, which is good. But not really gonna praise them on that. For the past CODs have been awful. And then the score streaks, I feel like would have been nicer if they gave us a little cooler ones. Ones they gave us are kind of mid. I get they gotta save a lot of stuff for the game, and that gets a hit marker, but I finish it off there. This spot, of course, this is Rust. Obviously, this is the spot to be on Rust. You can see pretty much all spawns from just this one location, which is nice, especially if you have an AR and you're doing really well. I went a little kill streak here with a sniper, but as I was gonna say, footsteps could be adjusted a little bit. Without the covert sneakers, when people didn't have them, everyone sounded like they were running elephants. You would hear your teammates right by you running, and you would hear the enemy right running, and sometimes I just got so used to it, I just ignored footstep sound cues because of me constantly looking and it's a teammate, which sucks, because it takes your focus off away. And another thing I'm going to harp on is spawns. Spawns are not, they are probably the worst I've ever seen. Karma tweeted it out. He said these are probably the worst spawns he's seen in any COD, and I would have to agree on that. They have the revenge spawn system going for this game, which pretty much means, like, if you're, and this map's a horrible example because it's so small, they kind of just spawn chaotically anyways, anywhere. But say you're on high rise and you're on one side of the map, right? And you're kind of near, like, the middle. I would say, let's say we all know where the helicopter is on the helipad. You get 2 kills right there, right? You're kind of chilling in there. You get 2 kills, maybe even pick up a third, right? You go in on it. Those guys that you killed are either, they're not going to spawn where you're at. So, like, say you moved to the building closest to, like, the front of there where you can get on top of it. If you go up, if you move towards that building, the one you're all on top of, all the way on top of, they're more than likely going to spawn somewhere close to that building or inside of it or on the underground passage of it. It's kind of like the people you kill are going to spawn close to you. They're going to spawn behind you somewhere, close by, or they're going to spawn near you in some way, some form, to get the revenge kill. Kind of what the revenge kill spawns has. I believe we've seen it in Vanguard, which is not the best, and they kind of fixed it late game. Hopefully they fix it before the full release comes out, and they put it back to how spawns should work on these maps. These are OG maps. We got Villa, we got High Rise, we got Skid Row, we got Rust. We're getting Terminal, we know. We're getting a couple other ones. And I just wish they wouldn't mess with the spawns so much. Also, they did get rid of one thing on this map that I enjoyed, and it's this part of the map you just see me in. If I turned around, I don't think I ever go to it. It's not in this map, but there's a tube you were able to get into on the OG map. They took it out. Kind of sad. I get why they took it out, but I just wish they hadn't taken it out. But overall, I've been having fun playing the game. It has high hopes for it, as I get 2 kills with that thing right there. That's insane. But I get high hopes for it. The game has been fun to play with the squad. It's fun to kind of vibe out again with Call of Duty and not being so stressed out with it. The gameplay feels nice. The movement feels nice. The snipers and the gunplays feel nice. The AK they have on this game, though, they do need to kind of buff it a little bit because I feel like it's slacking in the department. The beta guns right now are pretty much the Striker and MCW, which is the ACR and UMP in this game, which would be in this, technically they should be called in this game. But those are the two main beta weapons. Like, those are the meta weapons. Those are weapons that right now this game released what the pros would be using in this video. Which I wish more guns would have a balance to it and more guns were viable. They have an SMG, the Rival 9, that has really high hopes if they give it a little more firepower. It looks like the Scorpion pretty much from BO2, but if they give it a little more firepower, like a faster fire rate, it would be insanely good because it loses gunfights to another SMG just because that SMG has more damage capability and more, like, outclasses it, but it could outclass it if it had more firing speed or a fire rate for sure. I don't know how I stay alive there for so long. I still stay alive with people shooting it. But I go on a little spree. Should have just kept looking down that way. But overall, my only high hopes they need to fix are probably footsteps sounds EQs. They're a little too loud. I don't need to hear my teammates. I need to hear the enemies. Spawns need to be fixed, and I hope the guns balance out a little better in this game, and maybe they give the snipers just a tad buff, not too much of a crazy buff, but just a tad one, so you're not getting so many hit markers from far away. Because I've been having, like, on longer distance maps, like, this is such a fine map, you won't get as much hit markers. But on such longer maps, you're sniping, like, from afar, like on a state. If you're sniping from spawn to spawn, you used to be able to get a one-shot kill with an intervention. Like, spawn to spawn. Even on high-rise, you used to be able to get, like, collapse, one shot, boom. You just get, like, 4 or 3 people in a row. This game, you cannot. You're gonna get a hit marker. I actually had somebody on Surge go from the spawn to spawn high-rise. He killed my teammate, got a hit marker on me. Realistically, old school Modern Warfare 2 map, I'm dead. If someone used the intervention on that map, someone would have been using intervention, would have got us both. But on this one, the snipers just don't have a high damage output right now to get those collabs and crazy kills that we're used to with these maps. Which I wish they would. I hope they fix by the time the game comes out. I will be streaming the campaign on the 30th, and that will be a whole day stream. I got the days off work for it already. I'm streaming that the whole time. It's gonna be the whole campaign, one run through on that day. It shouldn't take too long. I feel like it might take like maybe a few hours. I'll watch all the cut scenes and all that for it. So if you guys want to come see how that is, maybe you don't play the campaign. If you're wanting to see how the campaign plays, you want to see what it's about, come join the stream. Maybe check it out. Maybe just didn't pre-order it and you're just waiting to see until the game fully comes out to see how it plays out. And like I would have been doing, but got the game for pretty much nothing. I got the full game for 30 bucks pretty much. So I didn't pay too much money for it. I pretty much, as people are saying, the DLC, I paid $30 for it. But comment, like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one.